This plug-and-play device will drastically alter the way you experience your beloved Jeep Wrangler JLs and Gladiator JTs. You'll be able to remove certain natty features, such as disabling your MDS and even removing the speed limiter, all without having to get your PCM unlocked and therefore voiding your warranty. Our new device, appropriately named NoLimitz, has been a long-awaited addition to the Z Automotive product line. For years, people have been asking if our Taser programmer is able to remove the speed limiter in their Mopar vehicles. That is just something the Taser would never be able to do and can't even be updated to do. With our new device, you'll be able to remove the speed limiter as well as a couple nice added features. Our NoLimitz device will not only remove the speed limiter in your 6.4 liter Hemi V8 Wrangler 392s, but it will get rid of that annoying MDS. It can disable the torque management and traction control. It can even give full power in two-wheel drive on your 4xe vehicles. Now, nothing says $100,000 quite like a Hemi V8 putting out 470 horsepower on an off-road capable vehicle, quite like the Wrangler 392. So don't you think it's a little odd that they would restrict the speed on this absolute beast? And yes, we get it. It's because the tires are only rated up to a certain speed, and it's not safe to drive above that speed unless your tires are properly speed rated. So be sure to make the proper changes to your vehicle before using that feature, as that feature is intended for track use only. With that being said, many people remove the speed limiter in their vehicles using a tuner and flashing their PCM. Ours is just a plug-and-play installation that you can easily turn on and off, therefore not voiding your warranty. After we get our device installed, we could go over some of the other features and some of the use cases for them. Now, we're going to be doing the install on two different vehicle years. As you can see here, this is our 2024. With the 2024, we have this new, beautiful big screen and this different dash. So there's a couple additional steps in the install, which I'll walk you through. Now, the first things you're going to need are just a couple of tools. You're going to need a plastic pry bar, a skinny flathead screwdriver. The smaller, the better. And for the 392, a small, very small Phillips head would be ideal. Now, for anything that is not a 2024, you probably won't need this. And of course, you'll need your NoLimitz device, which we have here. So for the 2024, we're gonna actually start right here. This panel needs to pop up. This needs to come off. And this needs to come out. So grab your pry bar and pry up this top panel to start. Just like that. With this panel detached, you're just going to take these two screws out. And this is where a smaller screwdriver, a Phillips head, will actually come in handy, because right here is your door fully extended and it could get in the way. So we're just going to take these out with our small screwdriver. It's going to definitely be beneficial if you have a smaller one. So take those screws out and put them aside. Now the next thing you're going to want to do, which is right below those screws, is take off this panel here with your plastic crowbar. Find a spot to start pulling away with these plastic tabs here. And get that top one. With that off, you will see two more screws, one here and one there. Take these out, which again, you will see the benefit of having a smaller Phillips head screwdriver, as the door is right here. So take these two out and put them aside. Now this next part is a little tricky, as there's a tab right under this grab handle that you have to lift up, and then there's 3 screws behind that. Wedge your pry bar under there, and that flaps down like that. And then you have to get your little screwdriver and take out these 3 screws that are kind of a pain to get to. Okay, now with those screws out, these out, and those out up there, we need to take this whole panel off. So we need to grab right about under here. Oh, right here, there we go. Need to grab this, get good leverage, and start pulling. Got your first tab out, and just keep going until the rest comes out. Pull that, There we go. Keep going until the whole unit comes out just like that. Okay, great. So we got this HVAC panel removed. Now we can actually start connecting our NoLimitz device. In the other models older than 2024, it is much simpler. Let's cut over there and let me show you, and then we can proceed. So here we are in our 2021 4xe, and let me show you how simple it is to remove this HVAC unit. Just take your plastic pry bar. As you can see how easy this comes up, you just grab behind, start pulling out these tabs here from their slots, and that's it. That's the whole thing. The HVAC unit is out. And then as you'll see in our 2024, you need to take out this plug here and plug that into our NoLimitz harness so we can do that. We're going to continue the rest of our installation over at the 2024 model. Anything prior to the 2024 is actually identical. Okay, now that your HVAC unit is disconnected, next thing you're going to want to do is remove your glove box. You'll see a tab up here to remove, and then there's often one down on the side. We're just going to push that past and remove. Okay, with your HVAC unit removed and your glove box removed, you're going to grab your NoLimitz box, take out the harness. You're going to remove this right here from the HVAC unit. There's a tab right here. Pull on the tab, pull that wire out. You'll see the female end connected to the male end right there. And then this new end connect back into your HVAC unit. Just like so. Push it in so it snaps. The rest of this harness, you're gonna string right through here and then out to your glove box. So try to grab it through to the other side. Have a piece. Yep, there we go. All right, and there you go. Now before we put this all back together, we're gonna leave it here so we can test to make sure that the unit is working properly. Okay, now here under the glove box, you're gonna remove this green start connector by pushing to the left. And then, there you go, slides right out like that. Once you move your start connector here, you're actually gonna turn it around and take your skinny flathead and locate the wire with white and beige, which it's a little hard to see, but it's this one. There's one that's white and brown as well. You're not gonna remove that one. Make sure it's white and beige. Hopefully I can get a better close-up. Get right in here, right under it. Push down and up, down and up, just like that. You see it start coming up there. And there we go. Remove that one. It's a little stuck. Turn around to help. Okay, there we go. That one is out now. This is our harness to the NoLimitz. This connector here, we're gonna take this end, connect it to this one, just like that. Pop that in, snaps into place. Now you're gonna take this green end of the NoLimitz, plug it into the start connector. You can put it anywhere. I like to put it right on the end. And then you can relocate this back in. There's these little slots here, and then push it to the right, and it locks right into place. After you get that plugged in, next thing to do would be to plug in our NoLimitz module to this end. Remove your NoLimitz module. There it is. And you got this end here. Plug it in right there, just like so. Don't be difficult. There we go. And you see the light right there saying that it is plugged in. For the time being, I'm just going to place my NoLimitz module right here. So when you turn on the NoLimitz module, it should turn green, meaning that it's installed correctly. So I can actually see that from the driver's seat when I turn it on. So let's go test that now. Now at this point, you'll want to reattach your HVAC panel. Being that this is the 2024, I'm just going to attach a few tabs, just enough so I could get to the push start to initiate NoLimitz and make sure that it's working. For any of the models prior to 2024, you can attach the whole HVAC unit as it's much easier to put into place. Insert your tabs back into their locations, pushing firmly to get your HVAC unit back in, and then you can easily get to your push start. Now, turning on No Limits is very simple. Hold down your left arrow on your steering wheel without actually turning on the ignition. Don't put your foot on the brake. Just hit your push start, go to run or ACC. When you do that, your hazards will flash 5 times, showing you that No Limits is turning on. Now to deactivate No Limits, with the ignition and run, hold that steering wheel left arrow again, turn off the vehicle. Your hazards will flash 5 times again, showing you that No Limits is deactivating. And the module will flicker red, telling you that it turned off. Now that we know that our No Limits module is working properly based on the lights, we can actually tuck it up and out of the way, move the wires out of the way, and then reinstall your glove box. Connect that. And you're good to go. Let's reinstall our 2024 dash here. Pushing in all the tabs, pushing in all those, coming over right here, making sure this piece is behind here. Push in any tabs there. And don't forget, under this grab handle, you have this little flap here. Put your screws back in if you would like them back in, and then push in those tabs there. Make sure they're all in. Secured, good. Now we come back up here, grab your screws, put your screws back in, there and there, screw those in. Now with these screws in, we can put this piece back and just get the tabs in, push it in like that. And then after that, you have this flap here, put your screws back into their slots here, and then push this back into place, pushing the tabs in, and then you're all set. So now that our NoLimitz JL device is plugged in, enabled, and the dash is put back together, let's go over some of the usage cases on how this device will benefit you and your Jeep. One of the first features that the NoLimitz device can control is your torque management. When you're in too low, your torque management is automatically off. But now with the NoLimitz JL, you can actually disable torque management while in for high as well. If you want to be able to blast up some hills at the dunes without losing power once traction control kicks in, you can. You want all 4 wheels spinning while in the snow? You can. Did you know that even pressing the traction control button in your vehicle doesn't actually fully turn it off? But with the NoLimitz JL, you can. Next, we have full power in 2-wheel drive for the 4xe. If you want a more spirited drive, and of course for racing, to cut down on those 0 to 60 times, well, now you can.
Ready, set.
In fact, you can even squeal the tires just ripping down the road. Hey, we're not going to stop you. Of course, there's the ability to disable MDS, which is that 4-cylinder mode the Jeep will kick into depending on how you're driving. Now, it's supposed to help with fuel efficiency, but they don't even give you the option to turn it off at all. And some people find it pretty annoying when it just drops cylinders without you wanting it to. Now, this is not an MDS delete by any means, but just a way to disable it from kicking into that 4-cylinder mode. Now, this next one is a big one for our 392 community, and that's to remove the speed limiter. As for the Wrangler 392, it's capped at 99 miles per hour and 110 miles per hour on the XR edition. Well, it looks to me like that speed limiter won't be holding you back anymore. And lastly, and just because he could, the engineer added RF hub blocking to the NoLimitz JL for an added layer of protection so thieves can't pair a new key. By the way, that feature is actually always on, so whether the NoLimitz JL is activated or deactivated, that feature is still present and available. Because let me show you how robust that feature is. It's pretty cool. Which does mean that if you need to get a new key paired or have any repairs done to the RF hub, you need to remove the NoLimitz and set your vehicle back to stock before doing so. The boss grabs me a screen grab of the YTech software. Let's take a look and I'll show you exactly how NoLimitz blocks the RF hub. All right, so here we are in the YTech software, and if we go to details and configuration, you can see all the details of the RF hub. You could see it communicating with the key fob, and in fact, you can even erase and pair a new key from here, which they would do for you at the dealership. But as you see in this next clip, there's the RF hub, and as soon as we plug in NoLimitz, it goes offline. Look at this. Go to details. There is not a single value on the right-hand side. Same thing with configuration. Completely blank, nothing being read whatsoever. Try to erase the key fob data, can't even do it. Negative response, unable to verify. As far as that RF hub blocking feature goes, it is not blocking any of the features and functions of your OEM key fob, as well as the key fob features of the Taser JL. Everything works exactly how it's supposed to, as well as aftermarket keys. That feature is just blocking diagnostic tools, such as the ones that Thief used to pair a new key and get into your vehicle. If you'd like to purchase the NoLimitz JL, as always, links are down below in the description. Be sure to check them out, as well as a slew of other products that we have for your Mopar vehicles. Now, if you like this video, please leave a like, and be sure to comment if you have any questions. And please, it means the world to us if you subscribe to our channel. And if you're interested in all the live features of our Taser JL, be sure to watch this video here, as it's jam-packed of goodies. Thanks for watching.